ALMASEAH for Trading Company, Limited eyes investment in Cambodia. Senior official urges public to follow reliable information sources and protect against AI scams. Trump says Crimea will stay with Russia as he seeks end to war in Ukraine.
DEEM ALMASEAH for Trading Company, Limited eyes investment in Cambodia. Phnom Penh on April 25, 2025, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet received a courtesy call by Salem Mubarak Salem Al-Hadian, CEO of DEEM ALMASEAH for Trading Company, Limited, at the Peace Palace. During the meeting, the CEO commended Cambodia's significant progress across all sectors and informed Samdech Thepati of his company's plans to invest in the country as a contribution to the royal government of Cambodia's socio-economic development efforts. The CEO noted that his company is partnering with a local firm for agricultural investment and expressed further interest in infrastructure and telecommunications opportunities. Additionally, he requested Samdech Thepati's recommendations on other promising areas for investment. For his part, the premier welcomed the company's interest and expressed delight at its partnership with a local firm in agriculture. Samdech Thepati suggested that, beyond the areas mentioned, the company might also explore opportunities in agro-industry, tourism, finance, and education. Premier Hun Manet also highlighted the royal government of Cambodia's efforts to strengthen international cooperation and expand markets regionally and globally, particularly through promoting Cambodian exports, including agricultural and halal products, to the Middle Eastern market. Before concluding, Samdech Thepati encouraged the company to continue building strong relationships with its local partners and to engage with relevant ministries and institutions to further explore investment possibilities in key priority areas.
Senior official urges public to follow reliable information sources and protect against AI scams. Liv Safanarath, Secretary of State at the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, during an interview on a cybersecurity talk show on the topic How to Protect Yourself from AI-Driven Scams, urged the public to stay vigilant by following official and credible information sources to safeguard themselves against scams, particularly in the era of artificial intelligence, AI. He also encouraged people to learn how to safeguard their personal data to prevent criminals from stealing it and using it to gain control of bank accounts or social media profiles, potentially leading to serious financial losses or identity theft. Trump says Crimea will stay with Russia as he seeks end to war in Ukraine. KYIV, Ukraine, AP, President Donald Trump said in an interview published on Friday that Crimea will stay with Russia, the latest example of the U.S. leader pressuring Ukraine to make concessions to end the war while it remains under siege. Zelensky understands that, Trump said, referring to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and everybody understands that it's been with them for a long time. The U.S. president made the comments in a Time magazine interview conducted on Tuesday. Trump has been accusing Zelensky of prolonging the war-resisting negotiations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Crimea is a strategic peninsula along the Black Sea in southern Ukraine. It was seized by Russia in 2014, while President Barack Obama was in office, years before the full-scale invasion that began in 2022. They've had their submarines there for long before any period that we're talking about, for many years. The people speak largely Russian in Crimea, Trump said. But this was given by Obama. This wasn't given by Trump. Meanwhile, Russia has continued its bombardment. A drone struck an apartment building in a southeastern Ukraine city, killing 3 people and injuring 10 others, officials said Friday, a day after Trump rebuked Russia's leader for a deadly missile and drone attack on Kyiv. A child and a 76-year-old woman were among the civilians killed in the nighttime drone strike in Pavlograd, in Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk region, the head of the regional administration, Serhiy Lysak, wrote on Telegram. Russian forces fired 103 Shahid and decoy drones at 5 Ukrainian regions overnight, Ukraine's Air Force reported. Authorities in the northeastern Sumy and Kharkiv regions reported damage to civilian infrastructure but no casualties. The war could be approaching a pivotal moment as the Trump administration weighs its options. Senior U.S. officials have warned that the administration could soon give up attempts to stop the war if the two sides do not come to an agreement. That could potentially mean a halt of crucial U.S. military aid for Ukraine. Amid the peace efforts, Russia pounded Kyiv in an hours-long barrage Thursday, killing at least 12 people and injuring 87 in its deadliest assault on the Ukrainian capital since July. The attack drew a rare rebuke of Russian President Vladimir Putin from Trump, who has said that a push to end the war is coming to a head. "I am not happy with the Russian strikes on Kyiv. Not necessary, and very bad timing. Vladimir, stop. 5,000 soldiers a week are dying," Trump wrote in a post on his Truth Social platform. "Let's get the peace deal done." Trump's frustration is growing as his effort to forge a deal between Ukraine and Russia has failed to achieve a breakthrough. Trump envoy Steve Witkoff met with Putin in Moscow on Friday, their second meeting this month and the fourth since February. The Kremlin released a short video of Putin and Witkoff greeting each other. "How are you, Mr. President?" Witkoff could be heard saying. "Fine, just fine, thank you," Putin responded in rare remarks in English, as the two shook hands. Putin's foreign policy aide Yuri Ushakov and envoy for international cooperation Kirill Dmitriev joined the two at the table for the talks. Trump accused Zelensky on Wednesday of prolonging the killing field by refusing to surrender the Russia-occupied Crimea Peninsula as part of a possible deal. Russia illegally annexed that area in 2014. Zelensky has repeated many times during the war that recognizing occupied territory as Russian is a red line for his country. Trump and Zelensky plan to arrive in Rome on Friday for the funeral of Pope Francis in the Vatican's St. Peter's Square on Saturday. It wasn't immediately clear if they would meet separately.